Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching EXPOZ. Today, January 1, 2011 at 10:10 p.m. in Birmingham, Alabama. And today's topic is update on missile launch off California and Stuxnet virus in the Iranian nuclear facility. And what is our government up to today? Alright, let's start with the update on the launch off the California coast. I said on the first, right after it happened, I think the night that it happened, I made a comment that I thought it was North Korea because they're the only ones that had anything to prove and the only ones that had any kind of beef. And consensus is right now that that is correct. Right now I'm hearing that more people are going with that and that it was North Korea, as I said, just flexing muscles. And I expect, I really do, them to say something about that in the near future. Not in sort of an admission, but in sort of a look what we can do. You know, we're right there in your yard. So anyway, and the next is the Stuxnet virus in the Iranian nuclear facility. It still has its grip on it, and it still will not allow it to produce the kind of fuel it needs for a bomb. And they said, Iran spokesperson and Ahmadinejad both said, "Oh, that virus is gone. You know, we're underway. We're cooking." Well, that is false. The virus is still there. The virus is still doing exactly what it was planted to do. And like I said before, I don't think God makes mistakes. And I don't think they'll be able to cook until God allows them to. So the virus is still in the facility and the support facilities. And Israel came out just a day before yesterday, I believe, and said that it appears now that Iran is at the earliest a year away and as long as 3 years away from producing a bomb. So that's hope for everyone, while at the same time, Egypt and Saudi Arabia are really jumping up on this bandwagon now and saying, look, since we have some time to buy, let's make sure that it doesn't happen. So, you know, it's like, damn Israel, but please help us, you know. All right, let's move on. The last is an update on our federal government. You know, I told you a few months ago about them purchasing or acquiring 10 million acres out west from Montana down to New Mexico in 9 different states. And I remember one time that I don't think I ever shared with anyone, reading and seeing someone discuss that there's a tiny town in Montana, and I can't tell you which one it is because I don't know, but a tiny one-cop car town, okay? But yet in this town up drives 5 Suburbans, all black, and all the windows were totally blacked out. And one man got out and throwed a big magnetic sticker on the side of his door, and you know, something like federal, keep away. And I think this was the start of them taking over part of the land in this particular area in Montana. I can find it on a map, I just don't remember. But you can find it on the internet. If you go to YouTube and look and ask that question, you can find it. Also, they are building large, and I mean large, detention centers in those areas, in several areas. I'm not saying those, but I'm saying several areas in that part of the country. So it's probably on the 10 million acres in the 9 different states. And you can go on the government website and you can see where they're actually hiring people to run, quote, these detention centers. The word they put in there was sort of a misleading word, but the meaning of that word was warden, more or less. And so I thought I'd bring you up on that. That is still going on, full blast, wide open, double fence, barbed wire, the whole 9 yards, and they're very large. There's not 3 or 5 acre prison sites or 10 acres. There are hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of acre sites that they're doing. So just wanted to let you know there. And one more thing, there's I think Merino, I'm not really sure, I have to come up with the name again, I didn't write it down, food company. They store food and move it in and out at the rate of 200 truckloads a day, and it's an underground facility. Although it's ground level, it goes into a mountain, and the food stays at a certain temperature and a certain humidity. And they also, the feds busted someone. They had an elaborate underground lab where they grew marijuana, and they busted them because they were stealing power off a grid, which is stupid. All they had to do is pay an extra $10,000 a month power bill, and it'd been okay. And but anyway, it's big, 1,000 feet long, and I don't know how many feet wide. Well, this same company bought it, this Merino Foods, and they store cheese there because it's the perfect humidity and a perfect temperature so they can age it. And they paid $300,000 for it. But this same company is also storing food for the federal government. That's right. Lots of it. Lots of it. Lots of it. It seems like the government has most of their bunkers, empty munition bunkers, that is, pretty much stocked up or close to it. If they're going to other places and renting out other space, what do you think? All this scares me. This is 2011. So 2011, 2012, people, we're going to see a different United States. And you're not going to like what you see. So make sure you're ready. Make sure you're ready to go. Make sure your soul is safe. I really urge you to do that. Because when the mountains fall on you, you don't want to be here. Okay? Jody Wolf, EXPOZ.